in Studio J. I'm joined by my co-host here, my brother from another mother, Joseph Jones. Joe,
Respect.
we got a couple of things to talk about. We got the remember school, we got the Seaway series. Then got the small come up. Toddlers come up. We got the weekend was mega race, so we can boom, 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 Asian race. When I talk about Tour de France is up, I started already.
Yeah, nice boy.
We talk about national team selection coming up. I'll touch a little bit on the youth there in respect to their age range.
Oh yeah, you said.
Quickly, I'll touch quickly, and then I'll finish off with the BPBL. The basketball.
Yeah, the basketball league.
Yeah, so I will still get a call from is he the chairman of that league? What is Mr.
He's the owner, president, I'm not sure.
Okay, already. Yeah. We should get a call from him and we should discuss basketball. Like that. This weekend I think make a game last week. About this week or this weekend or last weekend? Still Civic.
Yeah,
I
got
need to
games.
talk about a game that's
Civic, yeah.
We got
Thursdays, Thursday and Friday.
This week again?
The Belize set it on the boats. Last week, yeah.
Okay, I need to touch a couple of games that weekend. Alright, so Joe, quickly.
Yeah, go through.
We're going to the race results from Seaway, the Seaway Youth Summer Series. Normally, Kaya push up every time. It's a nice series. Kaya sent me the results today, so let me just go quickly through it. All right, Kaya Katu Seaway Youth Summer Cycling Series. I think you got 4 weeks for the summer.
Yeah.
And they use the course, they use a nice course, the course of
Black off. The hand. Well,
the
hand that
we can rotary wrong
about. Napa.
Yeah, Napa to smart.
The smart.
That course is a nice course.
What that distance, sir?
Boy, yeah, be over definitely over a mile.
No, one sure.
Mile and a half, so about the course.
If
one lap, they got different. So this is the result of week 1, July 6th, Sunday. I have 4 weeks. I have 4 weeks of this. In the Dynamites, 3 years to 5 years old, female.
3 to 5.
First was Engine Estrada. Engerin Estrada, sorry. And then Dynamites 6 to 8 male. Apparently, you're not gonna know Dynamites 3 to 5 in a male, in a female, in a male. So when Dynamites 6 to 8 male, first was Steven Steen Jr.
I wonder if the
only boy son I think my name is Steen.
I wonder if the Kyron Lee brother. Kyron is my grandnephew. I think you're old.
Okay.
So it might be.
And he got an age? 68?
No. Kyron, not that Kyron at the age of my son.
Oh.
Between 15 and 16. But Kyron at Steen.
Okay.
So the one that if it is his little brother, no?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
9 to 12 females. First was Aria Belgrave.
Wait, no. It definitely is Kyron little brother. So the name is Steven.
Okay.
Steven Steen Jr.
Steven Hyper.
I
know Steven.
So, but yeah.
I know Steven.
Kyron, get back on a bike, Kyron.
Okay, so Kyron
Leave brother come up.
So Kyron. Older than Steven.
No, Kyron a big boy. Kyron was right, and they'll say,
oh, okay.
Kyron start out with Major and
David
Lewis. What is the boy name? Lewis?
Okay. Mr. Henderson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kyron, remember Kyron was the backup name guys. In a my view, my boss, I'm my grandnephew, but he ended up now love basketball, and I'm not sure he put on the bike. We may have a bike. Yeah, he's supposed to sit up.
So Aria Belgrave was first in the 9 to 12 female category. Aria always the winner is that age group. She dominates this age group. In the male, say 9 to 12. First place was Patrick Flowers Jr.
No, the breeze passage. You said Aria known for
she win because
she the continuum. So it's from before.
Yeah, she
can 90 minute ride.
She ride long.
Respect, man.
So in the male, Patrick Flores Jr. was first, and second was Marquise Williams.
All right.
In the 13 to 15 years male, first place was Stefan Pelayo. Second was Kyron Budram. Third was Aaron Pope.
Budran.
Budram, Aaron Pope, the Pope is on?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I'm telling you.
You tell me.
Aaron Pope was third and fourth was Andre. I want to know Aaron is also sister to Aria Belgrave. Aaron is her brother.
So, the guy, what's his name? Aaron Pope. Is that the same little Pope that used to ride on the track when
yes, you know?
He had 13 to 15. Yes, how come they make them battle for man? He's
third.
Yeah, in the third, you know.
The fourth was Andre Enriquez. So in 16 to 18 females, first place was Irene Baki.
Yeah.
And the guy really dominated. Baki. Second was Chelsea Judith, and third was Kelsey Castillo.
Yeah, nice.
In the male category, 16 to 18, first place was Keith Enright Jr., second was Ahmad Charrington, third was Joseph Lam, fourth was Jawar Gladden, against Smoke's son, and fifth was Carmine Smith.
Yeah, Jamor Gladden, right? And I don't know. Right? I remember watching him.
Yeah. I think the trap Smoke's son on that to the right, but I don't see any so I don't see Gladden. Smoke's on that right too. And then the Devils take the highest. First place was Ahmad Charrington, second place was Jawar Gladden, and third was Stefan Pelayo.
Stick campaign with Devil take them high most. The elite they used to do that way back then.
Yeah.
And the boss was me, that was me, Robert Mosiah, the late Robert Mosiah.
2 car in car.
Two car. Bad. Huh? You know it's right at any time?
Yes, man.
I don't mean know you know. Like I mean like watch out those more Robert me. Dominant in a
track. It was just up at the we was up to 2000 when track there.
Yeah, I know they're long. I just tell him Robert was backed up the race by Robert
Mosiah fast. Back in the days,
2 car
before we have a Sanbo Bowman say president.
Yeah.
Fast though.
Oh serious?
Yes, sir. Fast.
Yeah, I just know Robert.
Vincent Smith fast. Doc Halliday before we. And then after that.
So Charrington take the race,
but
we need to give Charrington props. Man, I understand. Unfortunately, he was not supposed to, touch that after.
I touch that, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that though. I understand.
I saw that first week of the series, Caracatu's Youth Summer Series, week 1. There were 4 weeks. 3 more weeks.
4 weeks.
Come out and support the youth.
I want to say Pope on top, but it was like right.
Aaron,
yeah. So I don't want to say on the third. I want to say on the first, yeah. But salute and respect to all of them. All right.
He got good tutelage.
Yeah.
If they follow a he should, and they got it in between him.
Yeah.
Should be great. So now we went to the Weekend Warriors Barrel Boom Circuit Race. The panel, right? They ride 2 boom back by the hotel.
Yeah.
Go and take a left panel, mean the road. Go to the bridge and take a left down the dip.
All right.
And go to the cement part and double on and go and stop.
All right.
I think 3.1 miles was course also.
Nice.
So in the 40 plus, they use age. They use 40, 50, 60, elite, juniors, female. So in the 40 plus, Bob Gabriel was victorious. Second was Balon Catus, and third was Kenway Smokes Gladden. That's at the 40 plus. Then in the 50 plus, D Wade was first. Roque Matos was second, and Cano, Danny Carr, Santinos, BC Boys, D Wade from BC Boys, D Wade come back and give back a win pa. Roque Matos from M&M, and Duncan from Santinos.
I want Roque make you get to fan, boy.
I know, and I did people the race that's the bit about it. If D Wade about finish, everybody think D Wade about finish. So in the 60 plus, first place was our guy. Leave me alone, Butler. Kenny Butler.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Right good.
What's the second place name, boy? I forget the second place.
Rebels that were running Rebels. People at Palace.
Try get Monko, man.
People at Palace.
They title, boy.
You know that?
You know that. I forget
just sent for them.
Yeah.
Well, you have to get the man here big up the band Palace.
Yeah, Lou, brother. Well, Lou, ne? Remember Lou, right?
I know.
Yeah, Lou.
Leave me alone, but
and then third was Colonel Lovell.
Colonel Lovell. Somebody text the man name, man.
Yeah.
I'll give the man the props.
Colonel Lovell.
That over 60?
What, 60 posts?
Yeah, 60 posts.
I 60 posts.
Santina shoot up, Santina.
No, Santina.
Santina.
This week, I think Santina race. Santina master race.
What did I say?
This week,
yeah.
Santina master race. So then in the master's crowd, then in the female, let me get a name for you. Female kind of the name kind of money. Irene Bakke. Yeah, Irene Bakke was first. Right? Francine Giggle was second. Gina Lovell was third. Selena Baldera was
the female may open up.
Yeah,
open race.
Open race. And then Chelsea Juliet going to the top 5 in the female category.
I want the family step up by Chelsea. If you step up,
Chelsea, okay.
If you step up, and put more change. Whatever you do, you
reach out. That's the female. Then in the junior category, people are in white tank. I'm turning down. I'm hard down. Then if Sutalo,
when I got white
tank. So I'm turning down was first. Keith Henry Jr. was second. Carmine Smith was third. Jarrell Dunn was fourth. And Andre Enriquez was fifth.
So you are
series.
I know. Oh, that he can ride.
Yeah, I can ride the and the guy can ride the Kadu series.
Yeah. So you say they call the youth war tank.
War tank.
That's the name already.
I don't know. And then finally in the elite category.
Oh my goodness, no competition.
Eric Trop was first. Second was Dirk Torreira. John Gonzalez, R3 from G4, second team.
So the elite riders from the other teams, they're not sure?
I don't know, but I
don't got that knowledge, kind of watch your race over the weekend.
Both of them ride, but Thomas had something that again, some Roque, and then we ride the race, go right again.
So after the first 3 G4 team, what are the next one next? Keith Enright.
Keith Enright Jr.
Yeah, I see the last leg of that race, and Keith Enright gone wrong instead of me finish the race.
Yeah, I just one more lap or something, but he
don't blow thing.
Yeah, so when Macron Jairo Campos won that sprint for 5th, Ken Gladden was 6th, Atli Lozano was 7th, Leonard Orgazes was 8th, Dwayne Wade was 9th, and Gian Lovell going over the top 10.
Keith Enright now, Valvoline?
Valvoline, yeah.
Watch yourself, Oscar.
Junior.
He looks to be the captain, so he has found out why.
Yeah,
be dominant like that.
Like I said, try to give me name. They'll give me name.
They'll try to send the rider name. I don't like when you have to give the man a prop, man. The man go in the top 3. Move on, Palace. We don't got the man name.
I try to get Louis name, man. I try to get title. Yeah. They're good people, man. They're good people.
All right, nice.
So they're good people.
Try to send the man name, and I feel bad that I don't know the guy.
Ricky Osha, Donis was saying Ricky Osha was at my uncle, Ricky Osha. And then Donis was getting name for 2 Wartang. Donis getting name.
Wartang.
Donis getting
Wartang. Diesel. Yeah. Boy, that. But Palace, you want to do that? Then you mentioned the youth name last time. I understand. Under the UCI rule.
Under UCI rule, the national is youth, and youth for UCI are 15, 16, junior 17, 18. So I was talking to him. I said, you realize that Ahmad is so talented that UCI now acknowledge Ahmad this year, and you realize next year, till next year, then they acknowledge him.
Well, I don't like to say UCI no acknowledge him. UCI got the rules.
Well,
the rules is from 15. So they don't acknowledge him. They don't acknowledge the rule is from 15.
And even though 15, 16 is youth, right? You UCI still don't accept next year. Why? They accept youth only.
As junior.
Yeah, so am I done? It's 2 years before the name for the show.
So what you're saying, may have clarity for the viewers. You're saying in the national road race.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
If a youth will ride between 15 to 16, and the cycling federation interpret it as a mass race, right? And
not be a mass race. If the right together, he not always you.
That's what I'm
separate.
Let me finish. Let me finish your help reviewer. So you're saying even when he reached 15 to 16, our local federation, the cycling federation, I believe, decided to have a race with a junior and youth, right? And if any youth will win at the age of 15 to 16 and they have it a mass race and they win overall, they will still not be recognized as a national.
Yeah, but I was clarifying to you, even if they're riding separate, even if you say, and if they got a master, you say they're riding master, like you say, you ride junior and accept them. If they're riding separate, you know, so but not
accept and not
I didn't accept youth.
But just
so next year, Ahmad win again, like you win this year. It's still not going to books again.
It's still not going to books. So just for your viewers, because I may do some knowledge and understand this whole the whole statistics of the race, right?
Yeah.
If Baby Chav may win that race overall, he may be the national champ. I know, and
it sounds so to me. It sounds so
because
people basically were saying, they were saying that if a register, you win. But the president, other cycling pundits, Urson, other people said if Chav would have won, he would have been the Belize national champ. He would have won that jersey over Corey if Corey came.
Yes, but it come back to knowledge that they need to pass out to the cyclists because before the federation.
Well, I know that because it's like cyclists confused as to whether that was so or not.
No, but let me put my understanding. Or I see if you do a race, the cycling federation I believe do a race, right? Then if a register, if the race we're going on a UCI, if they register it as a mass start, right, and everybody ride the same distance, the UCI only recognize the first place winner. Now the federation needs to say if this is an open race, then I believe the UCI understand it that even if the person win, even if Derek may win, then we don't register it as an open race for under 23 and open race for elite. So I said that confusion. You explain it to me then.
You send the results to UCI.
I have to.
UCI didn't look for the results. After I send the results to UCI, you say send it back to me and say, oh, fix up on no craziness.
I don't know. You tell me that will happen.
But if you check the results and you say website right now, who got third in the race?
Jiven. For elite?
No, elite. Who got third in the race? 1, 2, 3. Who got third?
For elite at the top?
Yeah.
Baby Chav.
Well, okay. So my point is, Baby Chav, I think register U23. That's why I think they may give Sean Cad become 5th next elite. You know, yeah, they get Chav.
Yeah, but
they get Chav third.
Yes, because if our federation have it as a mass race, so now I have to gain third, I ain't going third.
No, but you ask the question also that if they register whatever,
if they register as an open race,
I'm sure I'm sure Baby Chav no register elite. You agree with me?
Yes.
Baby Chav register what?
He registered under 23. Yes, but what I'm saying, make it. This is where I say. This is my belief.
So let me finish. The point you're making, if Chav win, he would have been the winner. Correct? You agree with that?
Yes, because it go with knowledge and our federation need to explain to all the cyclists if it is a mass start or an open race. What you are not answering me is that you're saying that if the federation we have the knowledge now, they said an open race. So who registers under 23 and only could win as under 23, even if they win overall. Because it is an open race, same distance, but you only win based upon a category.
Okay, so what you are saying that the federation did? What you are telling me?
They not did announce if the mass start race or an open race.
Because say that who's win the race, they say that.
So that may start.
Who win the race, win the race.
All right.
If you win, him I win.
Who then tell Uno, then put it in a writing and send it out to
What do you think Corey was sharp enough? Because people wonder why people say, okay, maybe Corey not to chase Chav. Corey break. Corey don't know they forgive it. So I can't make E no drive and beat me if I want to wear the jersey. So Corey apparently knew.
Yeah. But so you just I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over. So my question we still have an answer.
Next I think they have to go to this Joe with the cyclists and maybe educate them from early. And so nobody no gonna know the same question you ask me. So that people have to ask. Nobody in question really ask me.
But we don't understand.
Was it at this? Was it at that? Was it that?
Well, it is clear cut. If you don't start,
can the U23 win the race? Can people still ask that too? If you can win the race?
No.
So the federation need to clarify that next year.
Yes, but make me just say with that clarity and we fully understand. We fully understood. If they say that must start, who come first? Whether you're 50. Whether a master under 23
we only got issue because we know the numbers internationally, but numbers why can they separate the 23 race or separate the 8 race? You know? So they're not got the issues. The bigger countries got the issues will be got. That they got the one race, you don't get one race, and you get one race. So they don't got
they got their own race.
Own race, yes. It was like
they don't start to get on.
Just like the world's got separate U23 race right, elite race right.
The same there.
No, different day.
Yeah,
but they ride separate. They ride a separate race.
All right.
But we are normal, so we have to ride it together. I think other countries ride it together like we do.
But what you're saying though, when definitely facts, and it is understood that no care what the 15 to 16 could never be the junior champ.
It can be. Well,
it can be the.
I don't know if you can say it can be a national champ because these more acknowledge Ahmad as the junior national champ.
Yeah.
CFB.
Yeah.
But you say what knowledge?
The young man.
Junior, eh? Keith Enright Junior.
Keith Enright Junior is a junior.
But Ahmad is so good, great, Joe.
Yeah.
That the next year they want acknowledge Ahmad.
But he said the rules are not the rules.
You can put up a rule. If you name that manager,
no, they're not
going to know same thing. So then next year, keep
Ahmad 15 and still can.
No, the following year when he comes 17 and 18,
17 and 18 junior.
He was
and he 14.
No, next year.
That's true.
You have 2 more years. Because he was 14. But so from here, 15, 16. You say not put the name if you win.
When I start to
17, 18.
When I start to the different professional way really know bike, then junior riders and got certain things where they still got their by lads today. When they can't ride, if they ride on a certain distance, they have to lock off and get.
No, the lock off get done. You said that.
Serious?
Yeah, you say you said that.
All right, so that change.
But in my mind, I was thinking, you say Conway will look for the betterment of sports of the cycling in a country in the world. I understand how I own.
But somebody tell me international, they cut off the 10 speed. That's true.
They rock on it, and they rock on a big chain ring. And I just see that you're here to you know why then why didn't they cut off the big chain ring? I don't know, but I read today.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to go so fast. Because when they go so fast, they didn't go crash. You get me? 153, 11 when I can't certain speed.
Yeah.
Or 58, 11.
Everybody call John the line.
Yeah, they are not going to part.
And so whatever they put into law, we don't have to. We have
to. Two tiny though.
So the 10 not too much speed.
We don't know if you say when we acknowledge Ahmad as junior champ. You know, we really follow you say so. We don't follow it.
But in fairness, so the young man will come. He not really knock over Ahmad or that in reality or can he say the person when they acknowledge as junior champ
Keith Enright Junior?
Keith Enright, yeah.
Keith Enright Junior?
Yeah. He said he not really
Well, one thing anybody you could see anybody.
That I love.
That I love. So I like that. I love. Then they call about that.
Yeah.
Then I outside call and parents call after the night.
No, they're not.
Then everybody look at go up cook net. They could go to each other house cause play and if they jump asleep because sleep there.
Yeah.
And they
But that's what it be.
Yeah, so that I love it when they
I hope I carry it on to the adulthood.
All right, so that finish off the class shot where I mean it's 1 year, but 2 more years, no 1 year. Then you go by the UCI rules. A man just 14. So you go 15, 16. They are 17 and they walk now, you know.
I noticed my body stay for poor them, but the weird.
The win, man, the win, how to say?
No, but the man say, why me listen to the man say, they got the emergency. The man beat up back my boy. You get some question? Let's get a question loose.
All right, go national team selection.
Wait, because you like not my body.
Wait.
Go through national team selection.
What
am I do? For national team?
Yeah, section for.
You want to pick my team?
Prepare riders for the okay.
Go through. Let me hear you. Let you shoot first.
Prepare riders.
Shoot first.
For the upcoming Caribbean Championship in October, I think.
Time to come fast from the palace.
Yeah.
The numbers they show.
Well, now I got a different view. The president asked me for giving our help in selecting riders, but I spoke to the president and I told him
you make a give my pick. Right? I say in a sports, and I believe in a cycling too, you can't pick lone sprinters. Right?
So
you have the team have to balance. Okay. So you need somebody where and be and work hard, where suicide themselves if they need to do that. We bring back the Belize team to position if they fall out of line. So you have a pick and balance team. That might be like when you come to basketball, I have knowledge of basketball. You can't carry lone shooters out there. You need a garbage man where you don't need the ball, we could just rebound, grab rebound, hot and garbage man. I think in a cycle you need to get somebody where could wind the team. You understand?
Okay. I'll say your point.
So my point is you have
pick someone.
Pick someone. Have to be the national champ for defend itself. Have to be baby champ, right? Have to be driving. How much cyclists are allowed? 5 at the national team.
Well, they allow 5, but last time he was going to get 2 more, so we might get them. We're not sure. But
for the elite or
5 general.
5
mix up. So it's only 5, 3 elite and 2 23. If the 7, then it could go 5 and 2.
But like, if the
3 man, who you pick that?
If that 3, then 3 man right there. You know, but you have to pick the 3 man dominant.
All right, so you have Chav, it's a Chav, Diving, Corey. All right, so both are 5.
I put on work hard so the way we could pull. Liam Stewart, they sound crazy, but I put on.
They don't want old people coming after it. They don't want old. I mean, think about Baba Liam and they say they don't want old people.
Alina Coppola, the axe.
But listen, no, I just saying the old people that they let them go. The young boys, they never go for the old people. So I have to be you don't want old people.
But I say Liam yeah national that hard.
Liam Bob beat that young boy. Liam come 6 and Bob come 8, 9. Liam come 6.
Liam come right after. Yeah, and you know, come far behind, like as Nebale come in and so minute after so. But well, yeah, be tough. But why I think you like Naco Ballet, you like Naco Ballet Kalman. But the stats they show when I read up and say Kalman win the most medal or so in a cycling international. Is that correct or not correct?
You win what?
Most as a coach, he won the most medal I believe. International.
Well, last time I win gold, silver, bronze.
Yeah.
Last year.
And
but before that, I think we can win national team with a coach per se. Let's go there, right? But Belize win a lot of international medals as well. Yeah, Earth era win a lot of gold medals as well. So. But okay, so you ready for me?
That's true.
I spoke to the president and I tell the president, no disrespect to any other riders that I will talk about. Clearly, there's a great animosity between riders from different teams, Jaivin, Chav, and Corey. There's a great animosity between those other riders to these three. No, and I spoke about it before, and if you don't think you give me a show, I say, I made the comment. I want to say, honey, I pick the national team.
Oh, we made that last time we talked about that. I'm in the right time.
Here. We got a lot.
So
how you want to get, okay.
You're not going to pick, you want to answer?
I tell the people, how will you get Jaivin, Tavan, Corey for the shake hands or the ride for Belize gold medal with a rider like Carlton Robinson, when they got beef and they all junior race and then it cuts up each other and I think, how do you get that?
You ask me one answer?
Mm-hmm.
You say they only could pick 3 rider and hopefully
when I pick 5, I'll pick 5 elite and 2 U23. I'll pick that.
Alright, 5 elite and 2 under 23.
Yes, sir. Can they ride together?
And ride together.
Yeah.
So and that will go back to the same thing where we talk about that you want to bring back and say arguing and I ride the same distance. Yeah. So now you say what that can be an open race or a mass race. And have to be an open race. You are ride for your category and you could win for your category. So you see the answer right there?
Charles, I'm second last year. Charles come over 5th, 6th, come second on Cuban boy Biza, the 23 come 3rd.
So that's my point.
No, but then okay, we don't know. Suppose U23 for Cuban will win the race. I don't know if they might get called.
You could answer that's why I will ask. But I tell you, I understand my interpretation. That would be an open race. If you say Belize get pick 5, 2 under 23, and 5 elite because then are the host. Then either under 23 have to. Who are you under 23 pick?
My 2 under 23 pick
2. You know, be 2.
2. My 2 under 2. I say 2 will be Java and
all right, I don't think that's not no brainer.
And you understand? In my elite will be Corey, Justin, Jaivin, Oscar Kiros,
Sean Cad.
I'll go Liam, but then they tell me that they might can't take Liam.
So you got the 2 Williams, brother.
Mm-hmm. What happened? What happened to you? Because then guys they got their beef. You not get a national team where they ride together for win one medal. You are acquire the national team are picky for pick other riders. You are acquire right within them.
So you say wisdom. They say wisdom with that man. Wisdom no. Mm-hmm. Wisdom.
It'll be a hard.
Wisdom. They say
it'll be a hard ask. But that way I advise the president.
So you said the president must have wisdom, and
then I listen to me, no, listen to me. Just ask me, and I gave him my clear understanding.
I didn't say if the president asks you, so you will tell me something where exists, and the fans and everybody could see. All right, and so I decided your act wisdom in a situation like that. Mm-hmm. And you're not act wisdom, but you see the results. The result, they show that the DJ Alliance team, they're not there. Then they get blow off. Who fault? I don't know. Alright? But
that team is talented, but I talked last week again. I don't know what they're doing wrong.
You don't say the regiment, they have to change.
Ali boy good.
My cousin Cole.
Leslie good.
Tariq.
Leslie good. Tariq good.
Goran.
Bubbles. Pope.
It depends where out.
Pope is a more master rider now.
Master rider.
The boy was started right good too.
Yeah.
So they have some good pieces.
You know,
they have some good pieces that not seem to the come together.
We don't want to repeat the same thing over what we say. Bizet Khan explained clearly. You have a put in
the regiment in Europe?
Put in a work and
Bizet that the regiment for the Europe?
No. He may explain when I ask him, we don't have no race, but yet Jalen show
perform.
And he explained,
Jalen perform.
He explained, let me finish.
Other people perform, no?
Yes, so exactly. And Liam wasn't far behind. So what he explained is that sometimes we just can't blame no race ready and if you continue put in hard work, do what need to do. So when the time comes for race, okay, if you know got a lot of race for you, you still show up. And that's why he answered me clearly with the way how he believe result in a Sean card. Mercury said Jalen, Sean card, and Liam. The guys I go locally, no race was for them, no. But to answer your question, I think wisdom would I say, and beside wisdom, I apply wisdom is at the show. Corey, the national champ, Jivin, in an elite, okay. Jivin, Oscar Cruz, right?
Justin Williams.
Well,
like if
if you say elite, go around. Oh, in that U23. He never in can't allow for ride elite. And he could pull to by.
Pull. So maybe he had travel could be a good U23 squad.
But I know he will out Dynamite. And they call her Baby Assassin.
What?
So you have to take out Baby Assassin?
No, I'm asking you if Goran could be one.
Yeah, that'd be a good. It'd be a good. Yeah, it'd be a good. It'd be a good substitute.
That means I'll be one toughest to be because even though it's flat, he has a lot of attacks. But to me, Corey is a great sprinter and they know that too. So he beat the last of the sprint now.
So I need somebody.
So you know what? They don't want just making allow him for us to sprint again.
You know, that's why I need somebody where if something going, if you could bring it back.
Well, I'm sure he brought a big brother my help on the best. He can. Jivin one day, who else on there?
So who
if Oscar Quiros could have come on terms with the federation willing for workout whenever I remember Oscar Quiros may have really issues whenever too. So if Oscar could have come on board and the president said he spoke to Oscar and he said he tried to get Oscar on board. So that's a big
after cross country boy talented though in a champion, you know, a champion. Okay, a champion. So I know, like when you tell me you get old and look for the kids. They that old for you, Palace, huh? The man just started, man.
I want to say Oscar Panatine.
You
say my 5 man.
Put up 5 man for it. Make it again.
Corey.
Oh yeah. Don't got it. 2 Williams,
Jivin, Oscar, and Liam. That's my 5.
Oh, Liam.
And 2 U23. Baby Chav.
Goran?
No.
Assassin.
James.
But I don't want to say Goran getting elite by any means necessary. But you say, you know, I love to ride elite.
So, that was it. National team. You have got too much quarrel if a big other riders at this point. I just think you have got a quarrel
for
who you ride for.
Just pick the G4.
You want to ride.
The G4, the Williams brothers, that's what it is. The whole G4 is somebody to me. But that's what I say.
Well, Oscar is there too.
With the help with Oscar.
Liam is there too. If you're going my pick, those are my pick.
But they say Liam too.
Yes, Liam and Baba too. And they don't put down for me I work for one team. Well, if you let them go do it, you could do it. Liam and man could bury himself. Liam and
what's the criteria? What's the how I pick? Who go about picking the national team? Palace?
Okay, because is that?
Why Palace? When I don't answer that question, I want to know what are the criteria for pick the national team.
Well, the national team want to pick Charlie. That's not correctly.
But what are the criteria? Who want to pick it? Other person.
And who want to be the coach? Who want to be the coach?
You not talk show host for this real talk. They not ask.
Yeah,
They not ask you.
What Cuban they do? What Cuban they have no.
The coach?
You want assist? Only if you assist.
You shall make Kalman be the coach. Like not Kalman. Kalman had himself the last 2 years.
Kalman could be yeah. Kalman was the coach last year when they come.
So why not drop my body? Why not drop my body? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'd ask you that. You like knock your body, Kalman?
Knock on hold though.
My boy. You talk guys.
My boy.
Boy. Yeah. But why not drop the man then?
If you don't want put some way when you're broke, you can work Kalman too.
That's why they say. You said he bringing it goal for it. That's not the first time in history we win.
Goals Roberts?
Yeah, goal. You know the.
No, the goal already.
Who win goal?
Shalini win goal.
Who? Shalini. Elite. You be right 40 years. The viewers want here.
Well, 1991, I won goal as well.
Oh, for national?
For the Caribbean Championship.
All right.
But if Kaliman could have been the coach, but you must approach again. Yeah.
The man don't win.
Yeah, but when you do anything, your people call easy, I believe. So if you don't pick Kaliman for the coach or pick that team, that'll be perfect to me. Kaliman and same man I pick there. That'll be a perfect team. Well, that team you can win go goal again, Joe.
Kaliman win it already. Kaliman win it already. Don't win it.
But you got that decent thing. Maybe the president might not go to any decent because he might say. Everybody might bash
I tell you why I said the president. I tell you said who in the goal last year?
You don't need for but where people say if you are picking the best team and your team will perform another person, you don't worry about the code.
Yeah, but still answer me. So you don't know what criteria for them pick the
I don't know who they pick.
So certain sports and go through.
Well, the race is 7th September when Miguel brothers race that I used as the future was for. That I used so.
September and then October.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't picked that before then. September, then October. Why when we can't do that, man? Guys on the carry September 17th. I pick the team need to pick within before the 15th next month. The team have to pick before the 15th next month. That's my view. The team have to pick. By the way, if Kalman that the coach have been in the goal last year, not change it.
Yeah, it's enough to. I wouldn't have problem.
So what the coach? What are the idea to have the coach right now in abilities? The Cuban coach.
If they pick Kalman, I wouldn't have a problem.
But what are
the Cuban coach may assist in other things? Maybe I have all these seminars and look at the team as well. The coach have a general thing. I don't think he could have for being national coach for that trip there. I don't think so, but he's here looking at everybody. All right, Joe, that's a this section. Tour de France, you watch it?
I watch the Tour de France.
I like the boy the Jasper Philipson crash by green jersey.
Bene. Bene. Gourmet. Yeah, you see.
Gourmet struggle for some of anything because after they using a first set of stage of Loon Hills for the end. So the legal.
No.
On the boy hanging
Alpha Leap. Alpha Pilot.
The boy from Alpha Saint man. He not classified. He rolling good.
But the tour setup. I mean, just look for a brief
time trial tomorrow.
A time trial?
That's I think again.
No, the time. On one time trial, I need a hill. 10 miles a hill.
Who time trial there?
Oh,
my first one.
The one at flat though.
I think might be flat tomorrow.
The time trial number 39 at the hill.
Hills. Only 10 miles?
Well, about 10. Yeah, but I think equivalent 10 miles, right?
Okay.
But that hill, that time travel. That
can't finish it.
That
the street man that told the Pontocar.
Say it again.
Pontocar.
the three top man.
Yeah.
The three top man. One top man, I say.
On the Portugal?
Only one top man.
Okay, so
You see what you do then today?
the second place.
At least my here. And what call it second? Vingard or pronounce it?
Vinegar.
Vinegar. He can hold by wheel. Three top man.
No, but you know the tour usually tour done then.
This is my view, this is my opinion, and this is my comment. Let me say it again. This is my view, this is my opinion, it's my comment.
Change a lot though when you think go. You say that one don't win.
I don't say don't win. You said three top man.
Yeah, I
tell you one top.
But no, but you can't have one top man to teach up man on the podium.
One man. I don't if you want to say three on the podium. I understand.
One man on the podium though. Three man on the podium, right?
Yeah, three man.
What's that glass?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you look in my interpretation, boy. That I don't know.
Portugal is on another level.
Boy.
And then they write to smart leader with him as well. Then there's also a bunch of fool too.
I'm not sure. I just know
bunch of fool.
But Palace, just to say the tour, I look on the stages in the race. It look like the first so much miles are low and flat, except the last leg of the race, where I think about 18, 19 or 20 or something to that effect. And being a hill, but a lot of flats, Palace. Up to about stage 4.
When you got flat, you get through that. Yeah, flat, then you open a big hill at the end.
I see it. You know, I know alone flats.
So
there was a
So a flat man going in the race?
No, I never said that. I never said that. A lot the first this is the first time I say you're over about 12, 13 stage alone flat, man.
Okay. After then you call them on a flat when they go everybody else. They are flat too?
Well, what happened?
They are flat. And you say they both up the crowd?
No, but what happened? You have to understand. In my view, because
no, you can say they're flat then.
Huh? Yes, this I consider flat.
What?
But what I'm saying, this is just my view and belief. Because I think if I look on the whole tour for this year, I think it went way up to about after 14, 15. Then they're going at the hills.
Mountains?
In the mountains.
I don't think so. Okay, I'll go through the Alps and I'll go through the Pyrenees, man. You must come
I tell you, don't look on it, Palace. I don't tell you what. I tell you up to from 1 to about up to 14, 15. Then they're going near the mountains. Like really going at 8C category 1. So let me finish. So this stage 4, because the guys can't wait till they reach way there. So then these small mountain they have to try doing and if you do with the weaker legs. Right? In the past, then the race and just now left that. Because by stage 8, 9, 10, man,
I think they climb in at the first stage at Tour de France and play no flat at start of the tour. Then finish no down.
I don't want fans
category 4 climb and all, category 3 climb in at the first part of Tour de France. That's normal there.
Make a look, I don't get into things I show because I know I show it.
No, but when they go up to there, category 3, that category 3 climb, steep the 12% good grading. That's not the first part of the tour.
Go ahead. We'll go ahead.
We'll go by 20 time trial tomorrow, but he's only 58 seconds back. And I don't think he could beat.
Go ahead.
I think he could beat Portugal in there.
Because I want to bring a tattoo, a friend, sorry, read what I want to bring
that boy
facts.
That boy might take a jersey tomorrow. Penny.
In the pool?
No, it's second place.
Portugal?
No, second place, man. But Portugal was the first?
Second place. Make you watch stats because I know when I tap professional race, and I want to guess, I put it right there so for the chat. I know they say no wrong stats. General classification. All right, you can see who that first. Portugal there second.
Okay, so who that first?
And Vapur.
Oh, Vapur, yeah.
So who is saying what take it? Second.
The time trial?
Time trial. Renko?
Renko they about 9th. They were at 9th.
Renko and Vapur.
They were the 9th.
All right.
But it to 58 seconds.
58 seconds. But it could make up.
Yeah, make up sometimes, but not make up much.
Good. I know
what you will lose time to in the hill zone. But Joe, I made a point that like in a free time we just watch Tour de France as riders, but we not like YouTube like back in the days, we not like YouTube like the riders now. But riders so I could look for Tour de France, Belizean riders presently, and the classic races that they go on. And they could have come up with some great. You could look on the race show and learn a lot from them guys. Riders riding presently.
Yeah.
You could look on the race bedroom. I don't say you are not them, but you could fashion your type of races like these guys. You could say when the guys that they do.
Yeah, so they hill on the tree.
Yeah, but then the normal day, I'm telling you.
All right.
In the first part of the tour.
Four hill.
Three, four, I know. Category 4 hill, that in there, Belize. You understand?
Yeah, 10%.
They climb there, Belize.
Yeah.
For the distance when they go up the hill, no, they climb there, Belize. And the first part of the tour was just blown out sprint. Faster
Flat again.
That tomorrow? After tomorrow, Thursday?
After the time trial.
What category? I'm like a flat now. Category 3?
By here's a one, yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah. 1 and 2.
You also didn't drop out today on about 6 months.
Yes, I'm saying because normally they try to take advantage and they're 4.
But I'm telling you, the first part I told you,
That's 7.
Category 3 now here, they are sick in there. I don't want to get time.
8 we're going, because I know we know against this and I put out the right facts out there flat. Right? Wow. 8. Then got 4 on the end. But I know that no climb when I watch tour. 4 today. This is 8.
4 is today category 4. So the whole back on it. The whole field which bottom of the hill. How much is the top?
No, then fireworks because
of that. So that client told him the punishment.
Well, real climb was had 8C.
Oh, well, but I'm telling you, okay, what's a Remco? I never think a Remco would have been 58 seconds back in to it now. 4 seconds, I don't know 58 seconds.
Yeah, because anybody have to put pressure, because normally anybody have to put the pressure one time.
But they never have the climb, Joe, for me to put the pressure.
Let's have totally flat, no climb past 10. Alright?
When talking because the time track was about.
That can see that 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers. You 10 can see there that hill. I don't see the time I tell you see the hill. See there? Now a hill time trial. See there.
What was it?
Now 1 category 1 time trial. You know the guess.
What percent going, man? What percent?
Category 1.
You know what?
That's the one of the highest level in
7.9 average. That the great MTR.
This is a climb category 1, 10 kilometers.
Yeah, that's 6 miles time trial. The climbers are done in a nice swing there.
Now, right this way I separate the man from the
man. Don't separate.
30.
You are one man. So Joe, I was telling you before, the Belizean riders have they wasted Joe when they could have mimic themselves after.
See, this is 14. This is where it talk when I say 8C. And then I'll finish my 8C. That will talk real hills now.
Okay.
This is category 14.
Yeah, I don't go so long.
Huh?
The rest I don't separate. I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Alright, so we have answers on that.
What
I was saying,
right? The riders of today's era, they could mimic themselves off on the race. So watch the race better than watch the man ride. And you could see the man mistakes. I could see the man mistakes. I could see what the man do when they ride smart. And so Belizean riders of today, they're supposed to watch their mimic the rider for this. But all riders don't have none for complain about when they come to not the ride good. They're supposed to ride good, Joe.
Yeah, but I'm
just, they got talent too.
I just want to tell you what happened is nearly 3 or 4 for them poor. Normally nothing when you talk the ESC and 1. And the time trying to be on category 1 climb.
Okay.
That's a rough pal. Huh? By yourself.
You against the clock.
You against the clock up a hill. Category 1.
Nobody for that behind.
Category 1.
Then I got time travel bike by now use board bike.
Now use board bike.
After I time travel.
Yeah. Do you think that first time they do
yeah, it's a very long time.
Is it already? Cut one?
Way back in the rain, but that long time.
Yeah. Cut one.
So
I don't next that's fun, sure.
Dame to the front after gele focale me que
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah, maybe go if they face up, boy.
Okay, so so there's some people call me and ask me in the week. They ask me if because some people still believe that cycling not gone forward, but I think everybody got to a cross country where we were embarrassed, and the planet then base and say that we haven't gone. But second, I've gone Joe in 2025. We have definitely improved. You can't take one race seven improve. But also too, we have some more top riders was in that race as well. You know, they don't go all the way. Understand?
Yeah. What happened is
just four and they was in the top 10.
Top 10, yeah.
Charles, Corey, Jiven, Heroes.
Yeah.
So I can blow all of you, right? We top riders. First of all, when people have to understand that, Belize don't have a great talent pool of great riders. So if we don't have a great talent pool of great riders, when most of our great riders are in the breakaway, the rest will get Lego. I'm expecting them for get Lego. I don't consider them great.
Yeah.
We got back in my days, we got 15, 20 man we good.
Well, we got some youths they're coming up on, so they just need to.
No, but I still think you have right now. We have guys that have the talent for be great.
Yeah,
but don't put in the work or something, not the show. That's showing.
Put in the work.
Bishop me ask my question as well.
That's true. I can answer Bishop question.
I think Bishop did now.
Why the man in the car, boy? No. The man in the car.
In the second.
The man in the car and miss the man car. Yeah, you in the car or miss your car. That's your car regular and then I put it on speaker and then put your phone to the mic. Right? Call me regular. Call me regular through through WhatsApp. Call regular.
Just take it out. That WhatsApp call. They say call.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Take it off your ears.
You saying call regular.
But take it out your ears.
Yeah, take it off from here. Take off that.
Yes, take it out.
Yeah.
You know, put the speaker and put it to your mic.
Put it on mic, pal. You may go to it.
Wait a minute, sure make it man. Yeah. We should be getting call from the chairman president. He will give us his side right now of the Belize Premier Basketball League, BPBL.
Yeah, Dr. Gordon, you're on live.
Good night, listeners.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Joe. Good night, Alas Fitzgerald Joseph.
Respect. Get the Belize Premier Basketball League. I was trying to get those now. You are the chairman, the president, owner of that. Give us.
All right. Let me explain the structure of the BPBL, the Belize Premier Basketball League.
Yes, sir.
We have, myself, I am the CEO, Chief Executive Officer of the BPBL.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have 5 other directors. So there are 6 of us that makes up the top of the overall structure of the BPBL. Below us, we have the commissioners. We have 3 commissioners.
Mm.
We have he has 2 deputy commissioners, and then we have the commissioner office. And then, of course, we have the team owners, where we have 7 teams partaking in this year's pro tournament. But the responsibility of each office, we have ourselves that deals with the running of the league itself, whereby we deal with the logistics of moving teams from one point to the next, ensuring that games have security, that the officials are at the game, and of course, we work on ensuring that the teams are well attired and on that level. Mm. Whereby the commissioner office, though, they deal with the regulations. They are the regulators of the league, dealing with the bylaws and bringing down fines and sanctions on teams, which is independent of the owners. But we also work closely with them in ensuring that we have some level of parity in respect to the commissioner's office as well as the directors and the owners of the league. And then, of course, we are in strong commitment with the other 7 team owners. And so, well, this season, of course, is one of the it's our first season as the Bleeds Premier Basketball League. So we're enjoying the first half of the season as we speak now.
All right, so the league, you are the CEO of the league. All right.
That is correct.
And so, Palace, you have a question? Run the first question.
No, go to Aquando.
Yeah.
How much teams? 16?
17.
No, 7 teams we have in the league right now.
Okay. You go give quickly Doc the point system. Who lead right now?
Right now,
last time I have San Pedro. Is that correct?
The Tiger Sharks, they are undefeated.
Wow.
They are 8-0, followed by the Griga Dream Ballers.
8-0.
And then the Kaya Western Ballers. Then we have the Lee City Thunderbolts at 4th. And then of course we have the Belmopan Capital City Kings. And then we have the PG Panthers as well as the Corozal Ceros, who are tied with 2 and 5. But what I want to say is that one of the main objectives for this year's tournament, the way how we structure this pro tournament, is that we really want to look at the 2 areas in which our directors were dealing with pro basketball as owners of teams for, I would say, for the past, from 2015. And so we have a lot of knowledge and experience with the league. And so we knew some of the successes and the pitfalls of what teams experience and what they go through, what would have a team decide to come back and play the following year, and what would not allow a team to come back and play the following year.
Stick up in. You're saying a team is 8-0. I believe at the time this league was created, wasn't it for parity?
Exactly. And
then how come this team is 8-0? Then you might frustrate the other team.
No, I'll get to that right now. That's a very good question. I'll get to that right now. And that's where I'm going with that right now. So the league, we created a league because we wanted 2 points, and you mentioned one of them. We wanted great competition. So in order for a team to decide that they want to come back and take part in a tournament, they also would want to be able to compete. They don't want to go there and everybody is beating up on them and nobody wants to come and see them. And of course, they also would come back if it was financially sustainable and feasible for them. So those 2 key points were some of the things that we observed over the years when we were in pro basketball as team owners. So we built this model on those 2 premises. And you mentioned something key. San Pedro Tiger Sharks, they're 8-0, but let me say this, that 5 of their 8 games that they have won have been in overtime. It's not, and the next 3 games that they have won, I think it's 7 or 8 points difference in the margin.
So it's not competitive.
Yeah, it's not that the San Pedro Tiger Sharks is running away with the tournament. When Hurricane used to play a trap zone, whereby you're 8-0, but you're not 8-0 because you know that at some point a team is going to figure you out, and it might be at the point when you go into the playoffs. And so like it's trapped. You've got the players are over 8-0, and the team owners and of course the coaches are trying to keep the team at a high level, letting them know that we're winning, but guys, we're winning in overtime. We're not winning decisively, and then we're not outplaying these teams. And so that 8-0 record is not reflective of the game. But I must give San Pedro Tiger Sharks great props because they have shown that come like the last 2 minutes of a game that they have displayed that level of experience and understanding of the game and of course coaching staff to be able to come out victorious in those 5 overtime games that they have played thus far. So the parity is there. And also, if you look at the game that played last weekend, the PG Panthers were playing in Corozal, and Corozal Ceros blew them away. And when the Corozal Ceros went to PG beat up on them like by the same margin.
So the parity is there. Let me ask you this question. The last time we were here, myself and Palace did mention that they will still have an elite league. And I said to Palace, it is not a bad thing to have an elite league, but can this league be called a second league to develop the players to go to that elite league? Is it possible for that to happen?
First of all, I don't like that connotation to mention that we were being notified. We are the pro league. If there's another league, then there's another league. But we are not no platform for nobody. Our platform is for them to go to the NBA.
We said that.
For them to go to, or for them to probably go to Europe. That's our platform to get players to that level.
Forgive me.
If there's another league in Belize, then there's just another league in Belize, not a platform for them to play.
Forgive me that, because
this is the elite league.
I may think that I may think first when I hear it. So forgive me that this is the G League, and then they go in the NBA shortly. But you tell me that this is the league.
Well, I cannot speak for another league, and I won't even go around that path. If there's another league, then kudos to those organizers and people that are putting together another league. And I do believe that it gives our Belizean basketball players an opportunity to be able to take care of their family for the entire year, and not just for 5 or 6 months. So there's some positivity in it. It also kudos to them, because it's going to give the Belizean audience an opportunity to be able to attend and to have entertainment for the entire year. So I'm in support of it. I'm not in support of your statement that you made in regards to that platform.
I'm about this, yeah, correct me that boy. But because I was on the show and I said, this is my viewer. I say, well, it is good that if the next league want to have an elite league, I was suggesting then that league need to open it up, so former NBA players could come and just open it up, not limit it. And if you're doing that,
we have. I don't want to jump out on what the next league, if there's going to be a next league, what their model is going to be. But I can say that being the owner of a pro team with the NEBL and also with the BPBL, that we can you can state that, Joe. But the issue with that is that the Belize market, it's dried up in specific areas, so you need to really study the market to see if the market is feasible. Like, for example, let's just say you open it up, you need to ask questions like, can a PG team take part in a tournament where the overhead expense is going to be maybe $150,000? Can they get that?
Could you stick up in right there? So my question is,
we may say saying that we know
is the sponsorship limited? So you think okay if you have that the best interest in basketball, if we have 2 leagues then and we compete against each other?
The best interest is that the model has to be right, so that you have teams that can perform at the same 2 players that I mentioned. One, that they need to be competitive. So what is happening in the past is that we have this big stadium at the Civic Center where we have the Hurricanes team and then the other Blizzard team that used to take part there. We have access to 5,000 people that can come to our games, and so we can get back some level of resources from that. So then you look at the other. Then you look at the other venues that can only hold, let's say, 800 people. So you see the economies of scale is not there, because then they are bringing in when your house is full, they are only bringing in 800 to 1,000 people. When the civic center is full, we are bringing in 5,000 people. So now we have the financial potential, and the sponsors are going to be drawn to that, because that is what sponsors are going to be looking at. How can I get my product out there and get it advertised? Should I go with 1,000 people? Should I go with 5,000? And so more than likely they're going to draw to the 2 city teams that used to take part in Belize City. And so we can then afford the top-notch players then. And so you're not going to have that competitiveness, because then the unequalness is going to be unbalanced. Because if a team or district wants to win, then they know they're going to lose at the box office or in the pocket. No, and that's why I mentioned that the competition is not going to be there, and the financial part is not going to be there. So you need to be very careful when you say open up, make anybody comes in. So because then there has to be great subsidy from the government. If the government come in and say, listen, now I give each team $100,000 to get started up, then maybe that can work, and teams might buy into that, and maybe they can start up. But can it be sustainable? That's what we need to look at. So you can get a bite, you can get a bone to be able to eat for one, but then you want it to be sustainable. So this model that we are using, we have studied for a long while. And let me explain the model to you. What happened in this model that we're introducing is that we have 7 teams, and in the 7 teams, our directors are responsible to pay for the team jerseys. So we provided each team with 2 sets of jerseys. We also pay for their transportation. So if a team travels from Belize to Punta Gorda, we pay for the transportation. We also pay for the accommodations. We also pay for the security, the police for the games. We also pay for the ref. We pay for the desk. And so that's our model. So the only thing the team is responsible for is that they need to pay their players, pay for their workout, and market their teams. So we took away like almost 75% of their expenses, which what I mentioned to you earlier is that when a season finishes, a team is going to come back if their expense is not so much. And then of course now
stick up in the host is writing.
I think you are paying for refs, desk, police, traveling,
jerseys,
jerseys too.
Jerseys. Yeah, and accommodations if they travel out to PG overnight, so that we pay for a hotel for them. So we pay for that, and the team is responsible to pay for their players, to pay for their marketing, and of course for their workout sessions.
So
that's all they're responsible for.
So you're seeing then, because the sponsorship is limited availability, then you are saying it is not in the best interest to have 2 basketball leagues. That's what you're saying.
I am not going to speak to that because then I can be quoted wrongly, and I don't want to speak to that. I am saying to you that I can only speak for my league, and I would not venture down that avenue in respect to speak for another league. I would allow those individuals who are going to work on the bigger league.
I don't know that. But I can say, based on what you're saying, I'm not a basketball. I'm not gonna like that. But I'm saying, based on space, you tell me that you are making it awfully difficult.
Yes. I didn't finish the second part yet. The second part is that without that, the financial part, the competitive part now is that we restrict for teams to go stack. So you can only bring in 1 foreign player, can ban anywhere in the world except Belize, and then you need to bring only 1 Belizean American player.
Could you stick up in there that? What happened is you have the saying that they're saying, I'm just talking as a fan, they're saying they love the rules, but they believe the rules should have been too non-resident because people are trying to trick the law, like a Belizean American, a Belizean, and then a foreigner. So
the way how it works, let me explain to you. The way how it works is this. So we understand the foreigner thing. You could ban a Egypt, you could ban a US foreigner. But I explain now the Belizean American. Belizean American is that you need to be able to either have your mother, your father, your grandfather, or your grandmother, your heritage, for you to be classified as a Belizean American, or you can get it through marriage. So you can have nationality through those 2 areas. Once you can prove that, whether through heritage or through marriage, then you're classified as Belizean American. Now, if you were born in Belize and you left Belize and you left Belize 20, 25 years ago, you were born here and you left, let's say 20 years ago, and you started playing good ball, you will be considered a Belizean player. It's not a trick. A Belizean player. So we're not going to be able to discriminate. If you're a Belizean born, you have Belizean nationality, then you're Belizean born.
All right. So let me help you. So because being at the game certain times and talking to people, I know I love the game a lot.
Yeah.
Right? People are saying that the league still not fair because people in the car, Belizean American, they're not tolerable. But you have explained it clearly. So
yeah, because I want for you to ask them the question now when they to know since your ignorance have been cleared up. I want for you to ask them, explain to me, tell me which player that is playing right now that is not a Belizean American or is a Belizean. No, and if they have then I can give you documentation of these players. Yeah. What I'm saying is that if you go down each team, you're only going to see one Belizean American and one foreigner and 10 Belizean born players. That's what they're going to see for each team. Okay. And that is where the parity comes in now, because then you know how people stock up a lot of Belizean American players. And that's the reason why I'm saying that when we get to the cup, I want to mention that as well. The way how we start this league as well is that it's not just one championship. We have whereby we have two divisions. We have the Santiago Castillo Tucan Cup, and then we have the Tony Leslie Mayan Cup. Now these two cups, you're going to have the top team, the number one seed from each division, that is going to go directly to the cup. And then the 2 and 3 are going to play in a 3-game playing round for them to secure the number 2 seed. Once the number 2 seed is 13 from 2 division, then 1 and 2 is going to play from that division. The champion from each division is going to get $5,000 and trophies. And then those 2 champions are going to play what we call the Jaguar Cup, the Danish Jaguar Cup, where the teams are going to get 20 gold rings and $15,000. So if you win a division and you win the championship, you can get 20 grand total, and you get 20 championship gold ring, as well as when you have your games played, you are collecting from your gate as well to pay your players, and then you have your sponsors to pay your players. So the balance is there in respect to you can get the financial aspect of it sorted out. Teams that can make profit, the top probably 5 or 6 teams can make profit, and I would say maybe 2 or 3 teams is probably going to break even if they manage their team the right way, and they look at it and say, listen, like a team like Corozal and PG and other teams, they may say, maybe we have a team right now, it looks like we might win now, then you don't spend as much. But if teams believe that they can win now, once you're winning, people are going to come out to see you play, and they come out and see you play, then you have the finances to be able to be sustainable. If you believe that you don't have it, so you have to have a good, strong management team to be able to realize the product you have at this time, and to say, listen, now I had to build and trust the process that the Corozal team or the PG team or the Grega team. And just wait your time, and then from there you decide when you're going to spend. You have to be smart, like OKC. There's a smart market team, and they know, okay, this is the time for them to win now, and so they went all in and they won the championship. So you can win as a small market team.
Let me ask a question. That what happened is, I think everything as a CEO you explained very clearly to us. But one of my observations is that I believe the owners of the team, they are not doing good marketing and doing advertisement for people to be at the game. That's one of the flaws I find out.
That's a very good recognition, because you need to understand that the team that we have in Belize is a new team to the Belizean market. It's not the Hurricanes or the other team. They basically are a new team to the league. And so the marketing is not going to come like the Hurricanes. When we used to play back in 2015, we were drawing 300 people and 400 people. But it's a gradual process you need to understand. But if you travel to a game in Cayo, like this game this weekend, I would like to invite you to go to Cayo. It's a full house. You travel to Griga, it's a full house.
I'm hearing that those games are crowded, but
exactly.
The Belize games no pick up momentum, right? They are not marketing.
Yeah, the momentum is like about 700-800 people attending the games consistently. But like what I said, Tamil Tiger Sharks never did have a big following, but they have been marketed even more now. And also the Belize Thunderbolts. It's a new team, and everybody is buying into those 2 teams that are playing out of the city.
They just need to do better in marketing.
Yeah, and like I said, we are working with them closely, so that's a very good observation.
How does that affect you, the managers and CEO? Because the more marketing is better for everybody. So
because then when we look at the league takes over when they get into the cup. So when the cup starts, then you're going to see more aggressive marketing, because people want to see playoff. People want to see the finish, just like cycling. People want to listen to the whole probably race in and out, in and out, in and out. But when it comes to the finishing line, you're going to get that big crowd out there. So people want to see who's going to be the winner.
Yeah. So the question is, you guys are not involved as the owner, CEO, and directors to market the teams. They need to do their own marketing.
Exactly. So that's why I said that they're responsible for paying their players, market their team, and paying for their workout session. Now, when it gets to the cup, that is where the league steps in. So when it gets to the two main cups for each division, we are going to be marketing that. When it gets to the Jaguar Cup, we're going to be taking over. And you know, we market, Joe, we sell ice to Eskimos. So you don't have to worry. When it get to the Jaguar Cup, then you are say you see the aggressive marketing because if you know this game one of this opening night that we market that, and they guys had like about 3,000 people at the game. 3,000 people.
All right, so we're watching the time so you have all the time for if you want to send out a shout out or continue promote the league, you could go ahead. You have any more questions?
Definitely. I would like to encourage the entire nation to support the Belize Premier Basketball League or to support the Belize Premier Basketball League because it is focused primarily on those two pillars, which is bring competitive basketball at the pro level in Belize and also to give these players the opportunity to be able to take care of their family financially and also the owners to be able to look out and to ensure that they do their part by having the different stakeholders that will come and utilize their booths and sell, and the taxi man and the people at the concession stand. People are making money from it, so it's a great economic impact. And these team owners are also making finances as well. Then, of course, the 7 owners of the 7 teams, they are doing their part in keeping their teams together, getting their team prepared for the set run, we call it, because we're not moving into week 9 of the season of what we consider to be a 14-week season. So we're almost there before we go into the playoff, which will be in September. The playoff is going to start. And so the team owners have been doing their part. And then, of course, the commissioners, then the 2 deputies and the commissioner, have been stellar throughout the season. They have spoken to all the teams to ensure that whenever something comes up, that they are being able to deal with it, because for the past 3 or 4 or 5 seasons, there's always controversy, and we are almost going into the 2/3 of our season without any major controversy or anything like that. So I must give the commissioners the kudos to be able to deal with situation and to mitigate situation as we move. And then, of course, myself and my other 5 directors, Dr. Paul Flowers and Donald Flowers, along with Francis Arzu and Winderington and Marlon Milton, we have been working tirelessly before the season starts to be able to put this together, and then to see it now at this point where we're now in week 9, to see it being realized and knowing that we have the corporate sponsors. I'm talking about they have come on board to see that we can promote a league as a block. Hence the reason why we could alleviate some of the expenses for the teams, because now we're negotiating to these sponsors as a block, as the league, and not as one team. And so these teams would be able, and the sponsors can get far way more out of it, because these sponsors banners have been placed in all these venues because they are sponsoring the league, and then the league in turn now can pay the expenses for the team. So it's a very solid model that we're pushing, and it's working wonderfully.
Let's ask some questions.
Is it the first time this model has been introduced?
We tried to introduce it when we were part of the BPBL, but then people watch our side because there's a conflict of interest, and I believe that you have a team in there, and so not having a team in the league now makes it much easier for us to be free of all type of obligation, or people having misconception and thinking that there's some conflict of interest there. So it was difficult for us to really push it and build it when we wanted to, but now we are free to do it, and so we are free to be able to manage it the way how we are managing it right now.
Let me ask one more question. I say everything, I understand everything. The only thing I know they say front of me, and you have to forgive me, is that because you limit the pool of talent or the skilled player, the unique player, I only have one foreign player and one Belizean American, and the next thing the local, then I kind of see it difficult. Well, what they tell me is that we are starting to raise up our own talent from Belize through this league.
Definitely,
they don't reach our next level because there are limit to the talent when they play against. And so that's the only thing you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Basketball is like cycling, and you have to be repetitive. You have to build muscle memory. But cycling, you have to be out there every single day to be able to reach that level and to perform at that level. And the same thing with basketball. So to have the local players get the opportunity to play now and to play over and over. In the past, they used to be replaced by others, and so they could not get on the court. Now they have a chance now to get on the court, and it is that through that process now that the local players now can get that break and that opportunity. And what has happened in the past is that we have all these talents as well that used to take up most of the time for these local players. Right now.
But how would you know, or how could our local player? Well, of course, we know the game, so I know when they're on a different level than the other local. But that's the only thing I say, because be competitive.
Because it might not be set in stones that maybe like cycling, we used to do that. We used to only bring 4% of the foreigners per field, and now we have 26%. So is it any idea of yours that maybe down the stretch you improve the foreigners so to improve the local talent?
And that's what we're saying, is that we're going to grow the league, but we're going to grow the league responsibly. Okay. We're not going to add unless the league can be able to be sustaining when we add. We don't want to get out there and you could bring in 2 American, 2 business American, 2 foreigners, and then the team cannot really pay for it. All right, so that's what we're looking at for it to be sustainable.
Yeah, because that the team will pay for the foreigners, correct? I think
definitely. Yeah. So that will be difficult for them, no?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the only thing where I say where take and reward, because then you want your local players reach our next level, but then your league only have like 1 foreigners and 1, so we'll have to build the local talent to realize what level they are. That's the only thing I say. I don't know if it makes sense while I try.
Well, the doctor they look on it and they want to build it responsible.
Yeah, all right.
Exactly. So it's going to grow. It's going to grow the talent, and the Belizean players are going to grow as well, because they're being doing stuff in a repetitive way over and over and being paid for it. So now the love that they have for basketball is like that can't mind your family. So now they're being paid for it. Yeah. And so now because of that, now they're going to take their craft more serious.
One last question before you go, or before you give a last word. Let's believe our next lead farm. Do you, as the CEO and the directors, would limit your players to play in that next league, or there's any laws for your league and going to our next league?
Our league, we don't own the players. Then we never said anything about us restricting players from taking part in anything. They will play that foreign, they will play that Europe, they will play anyway once the obligation with them and the teams that they have signed with. Remember, they signed with the teams. Yeah. So it all depends on the obligation what they have to the teams. Then they can go from there. But it's not limiting anybody from playing here, playing in any other league that comes up, no?
All right. Yeah. All right. Good answer. I appreciate it. And yeah. So that give us your any word, Fanny?
No. That I'm really trying to get that and that respond to me, because I'm wondering how you build the league with respect to like when we build cycling. Yeah. Forget better riders come down and the build, but that's
exactly. So I was going to allude to that because the way you build is that we bring you from outside and allow them to take part. But if you do it in an irresponsible way, then at some point you're going to be disadvantage your local talents. Yeah. And so you have to be very wise in how you allow. So maybe cycling probably invited certain level. They can invite certain trophy come ride for. We don't have to say, if you're riding on A class here or B class here, you can take part. But I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. I'm not saying we have levels we accept.
Exactly. Yeah. So that this way you have to be smart when you do that. And the same can be said for our league. We need to do it in a responsible way. We can't expand and bring in other people from outside because maybe some people want to see this kind of talent here. Then you have teams in Akayo and PG. We can't bring in that player because they can't pay that player. So you fall back to what I said. So the 2 points for Barney Rich team will be able to be victorious. Now, anybody, I tell you right now, anybody could win the championship this year. No Sharks 8-0. It's not a guarantee. And if you call Rico Black and tell her, I'm not sure if you can win. Because he knows that that anybody could win in our 3-game series. So and that's what
you were saying that this competition are finished first before we go to the cup, right?
Yeah, finished. It was there last part.
This cup are finished first before you go to the cup.
Exactly. So now you have each division. And each division has to finish their conference championship. That's like NBA, Eastern and Western Championship. They're going through all this pomp and circumstance. They are going to confetti and they win the division. And then from there go to the cup, which is the Jaguar Cup.
Yes, sir.
So everybody going to all that. And so this tournament, you know, it's now win one championship now like what used to be before. So you have 3 championships that are on the table. 2, 1 for each division, and then of course the big dance everybody have to take part in. But yes, Joe, that's a good question in respect to bringing people from outside, and everybody may don't get used to having 6, 7, 8 man outside to our team. But then the business talent may get displaced and people lose money left, right, and center. We win and money they make, but other teams, so after a while, we might play against ourselves. Because nobody will come back, nobody want to lose money in our tournament, and nobody want to feel as though that they're not competitive. So once we address those 2 things, it was perfect for us, no? So that is where we are right now, and we're growing.
You set the record very straight and clear, and the last time myself and Palace they argue and they have for we own belief, opinion, say our own comment, but you make it clear, and so Palace will make it clear that I make it clear we invite both yourself and the president, no? And so it's a pity you can't come face up, but your answer you still invite.
But I still want that as the thing going back, we move into the finals. I don't want to make a present with me. I want brace us with your presence on the show, and
definitely
did that.
Definitely, I'll come in and give you the success of the season so far. At that time, once the playoffs start, we'll have a better analysis of the regular season. So I could tell you exactly what transpired during the regular season, some of the strengths, some of the success we have, and strengths we could utilize for later, and all the different things there. So definitely, I'm going to take up your invitation to come face to face.
Definitely.
But I have a restriction tonight because I guess Joe knows exactly, you know.
No problem.
As a restriction if you come there tonight, but I would definitely come in face to face and discuss the league some more and where we're going and what we want to accomplish.
Yeah, definitely. It was nice speaking to you, Dr. Gilbert Guard, on the BPBL, and so we look forward to. We still give you a last word to finish up, Doctor. You'd like to thank your sponsors, your people, and whatever you want to thank.
Definitely. I mean, our main sponsor, which is Benin, we want to give them, you know, we definitely want to give them props for always seeing the vision from what my directors and everybody have in pushing pro basketball in Belize. I can't let sponsors them because I'm a lot. I'm telling you straight up. A lot of corporate sponsors that came on board with us, and I don't want to really get into calling name and forget somebody. But the main one is Benin, that I can safely say that. And then I have others that I would mention when I come in there face to face when we get into the cup. But of course, you know, the cup is named after Tony Leslie, late Tony Leslie.
Yes.
Bjorn Leslie, his son, you know, he's also helping us. And then, of course, Santiago Castillo named the cup after his father as well. So we have Santiago Castillo Senior, the cup is named after him.
Okay.
You know, his son Santi Junior is pushing that as well. So those 3 cups I can mention, you know, the Fiend stand for the Benin Cup, and of course Santi and Dion Leslie for the other 2 cups them, no?
Nice.
But guys, thanks for having me, and Belizean, continue to support the Belize Premier Basketball League if you are supporting it. If you're not, you need to come out to the games. The games are exciting. And the last game for this, I think Thursday, first after that played last weekend was 3 solid games that will be playing at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, this weekend we have games again. So visit our website at BPBL Basketball League, and you can get all information about the teams and what they're doing and the players and everything. So everything is on our website, everything is on our Facebook, everything is on our Instagram, everything is on our TikTok. We have all social media platforms for the Premier Basketball League that we're pushing. So it's all out there.
Thanks.
Excellent. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Zach, for showing up, and I look forward for seeing you in live.
Yeah, live.
Live.
Yes, sir.
I'll be much better too than live. So, hey guys, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks, Zach.
Yes, man. Respect. Bless.
So that was Dr. Gilbert Garden, the chairman, is it?
CEO
of the Belize Premier Basketball League.
Yeah, the man gives some.
Yeah, well, he grew up some points for me.
That's one. Big corporate sponsor.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, hard, boy.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, hard for.
The argument with me have been hard.
Because I'm really think that.
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah, hard. That's why he say, yeah, boy. Yeah.
Well, we'll wrap up, Caleb.
Yeah, let's wrap up, man.
Joe, so next week, if you want to finish up your wrap up.
Yeah, make a finish my wrap up. We have to do it fast. We appreciate the doc come and give his thing. So respect to Dr. Gilbert Garden and what he have explained clearly. So Belizean, go out and support the basketball games in the different district. It says PG, it says Corozal. So north, south, east, and west games is available for you to support. So I want to just continue on that and my wrap up. Lastly, I want to big up and respect to the Metro Atlantic Cycling Club.
Yes, sir.
My boy is saying Devana did that as we wrap up. Respect to them guys. Not afraid to set up something that Belize.
Yes, sir.
We need some more race.
How many was
Metro Atlantic Cycling Club. Set up something.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Then we have the guys who used to ride mountain bike way back. Then guys watch the show Palace and they like the show. Then a part of where those compete against themselves against mountain bike. And just as I wrap up, and I want to wrap up fast because time, all of mine, 399 will be back.
Yeah,
next week. Yes, and I got a race one.
It's a 2 edition.
But you got a race the 19th.
For baseball,
well, you use the word baseball, but it means people are non-cyclists.
Yeah,
we just ride bike on it. I like that.
People are racing background.
Yeah, not got racing background.
Yes, sir.
And I like that. So, as again, the humor panel people not got racing background. Baseball, remember, 123rd. But I get it straight up, man. I remember 123rd decided to have a race, non-cyclist, just baseball. My older brother gave bike car and he called himself the Punisher. Before the race in the start, he a punished him. When the race start, like he get punished. So you know, tell me, go right? I get punished. Punisher the two. My brother, when you Punisher the one, and he say he punished them. You come in, get punished.
But you come out to and say the Punisher is back.
Punisher two is back. Why don't I? Yeah, so respect for him.
That's good race.
This
Thursday, Junior, I think next
19th. The 19th. Whatever the 19th are.
This week and next week.
So Palash, I like what Odorna say. My brother him got in non-race for just amongst himself. He called himself the Punisher and he get punished. Me not going to punish. I love bike, I love the sports, but bike, the cycling are one thing when I go dead.
Are you out of the mind?
Come in. Are you why?
Punisher 2 is back.
Punisher 1 to start and never did make it. He get punished. He tell all the boys he are punished and punished. And he get punished. Alright, so big up out of mine. 399. Respect here at the back. I do race for non-competitive riders.
Yeah.
Alright.
That'd be nice. So.
And tonight
you got some competitive riders when they ride. Yeah. Competitive rides when they don't show up.
Yeah, correct.
You go separate them.
Yeah, separate them. Then see how they go from there and go to the next level.
Police.
Yeah.
Police. They got a link for you, okay?
Yeah.
Police, they got a link for you.
With that said, we have said a lot tonight. We went far beyond our time.
Yeah.
And a lot have been said through cycling, the cycling sports, and also through the basketball discipline.
Yeah.
And a lot have been said to the doc. We said a lot. We have questions. And again, I cannot say it no different. What need to regard, regard, and what need to disregard, disregard. With that says, bless, and I say it no better, and this is the truth. Believe God loves you.
Thanks. Joe, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Marlon Castillo Meat Shop, best thickest cut of meat in the entire country. I believe one of the best cuts of meat. It's at Marlon Castillo's Meat Shop. And by K&L Bike Shop, K&L Bike Shop in Port Loyola, the bike shop that have all the necessary components for those high-tech bikes. So until next week, Caleb, we out.
Before we out, Palace, because I remember the base tournament race week, Caleb, I am going on the record and say to Mr. Guns, find out who punished that race, and I will give a prize for who punished, and I will give a prize for who did the punish. Oh. So the punisher is back in that way.
So we get prize for who get punished or who
did the punish. God.